I shot the previous footage at the Poor People's Campaign rally on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., but it was a bit hard to say anything with the speakers on stage. Here's my thing. At many of the Poor People's Campaign events, there's a tradition of letting like an average person step forward to give testimony about how, not being in the 1% has impacted their lives unfairly. And and there are moments full of sadness and heartbreak. And I want to do something similar via Clipisode, where the average person can spend 2 minutes, just talking about, why are they involved with the Poor People's Campaign. The only thing I really ask is that keep it under 2 minutes, because that's the limitations of the platform I'm using. And I also ask that you please refrain from using foul language. Okay, just keep it clean. Okay, well, I look forward to hearing from your stories. Hi, this is Kim Keys, and I'm going to tell you why I got involved with the Poor People's Campaign. I've always, tried to make the right decisions. I went, I graduated from high school, went to college, got my bachelor's degree. Soon after I got my bachelor's degree, I married a man who works for NASA. Very stable job, very well-paying job. And, we moved into a townhouse in the suburbs. Like I said, we made all the right decisions. And, I've worked a variety of jobs over years, mainly, in office, mainly in the office. At one point, I even tried selling my handcrafted items at various craft shows, because I've always been into arts and crafts. But then it all came crashing down. First there was a 2008 economic meltdown, which meant I had a more difficult time selling my handcrafted items. And then in 2011, I needed hip surgery. Luckily, I was able to, get the surgery paid for because of my husband's very generous health insurance benefits. But then 3 months after I had the hip surgery, my husband came home and said, "I'm leaving." With zero notice that he was ever unhappy. And so, I just, it's like I end up like totally, being divorced and all that. And since then, I've been trying to rebuild my life. I've been trying to get new jobs. And it's like the jobs I had, they've all been short-lived, part-time. And I've been going from like being unemployed to underemployed. I'm lucky that the house I'm living in is paid for, but I still have to pay monthly co-op fees. And they've gone way up. But ironically, the co-op fees are way cheaper than getting a rental apartment, because you can't find an apartment in the DC area for under $1,500 a month. So yeah, it's been a very tough struggle. And plus, I'm seeing everything in the stores, going way up, from basic food to gas, and it's insane. I recently had a friend move in with me so we can share expenses. So anyway, that's why I'm involved with the Poor People's Campaign. Because it also, and what's even worse is that, there's literally no social safety net. And which is outrageous, because we live in a very wealthy country. And it's really crappy. So anyway, that's my story, and that's it. And, this is how messed up this country is. We have homeless people in our neighborhood, in our area. And, like, this one woman, she's got mental health issues, and she's sleeping on a bench. Look, if you don't believe it, I'm telling you she is. Yeah, she's off in the distance. It's just, This is why we need a poor people's campaign, desperately. Anyway, the homeless woman who I talked about earlier, she's kind of like taking a break or whatever, or she's walking elsewhere. But this is what it's like. I mean, this is her stuff. I want to see her. I can find her. See, there's some suitcases here. See, you can see her suitcases, and here's the bench that's like covered up with her stuff. I mean, this should not be going on in the richest country in the world. Seriously. I mean, this is why we really need a poor people's campaign. Hi, it's me again. When I was doing the story about the homeless woman who's sleeping on the bench in my neighborhood, I originally envisioned, like, as a backup, in case no one from the poor people's campaign movement submitted their own stories. But what happened was, I found out yesterday she got arrested. The situation is that it was election day. It was primary election day in the state of Maryland, and she has set up camp near one of the voting areas, and she had picked up. Apparently, she was stealing some of the campaign signs from the various candidates. And the police were called, and when they were trying to reel her in, I mean, she bit one of the officers, so she got arrested. Right now she's in jail. And the woman, I mean, it's obvious. The woman, if you hear her talk, she has severe mental health issues, and she really needs psychiatric help. And now she's in prison, and I don't think the chances of her actually getting the help that she really needs in jail are practically nil. I mean, this situation, this is yet another reason why we need this is why the Poor People's Campaign has come about. I mean, why we need a movement like this. So anyway, here's to unexpected, story endings. Anyway, bye for now.